Hello, amazing and beautiful people. How are you guys doing once again? I'm so glad to be with you as usual, okay? And still on the ooniofife stories that are coming out at this time. It's still a fallout or continuation of the event that took place in Akure, the 2 to 3 days event, that took place. This is like the fallout, and this is what we are hearing at this time, allegedly. Okay, so we are hearing that Queen Naomi's uncle, has finally succumbed to family pressure. Allows Queen Naomi to follow her heart, even as she offers his blessings and prayers to Queen Naomi. Okay, you heard me well. I'm sure a lot of you know this is on this her uncle. This is the man. I'm talking of the pastor. Who I think he resides in Australia now, if my memory serves me right. Okay, he has always been the one at the forefront of trying to completely, detach Queen Naomi, from what every one of us saw as the shackles, or as the undue domination of their KBC over Queen Naomi, or the fact that Queen Naomi has been going through all manners of situations, and it's looking like Oni wasn't ready to free her at that time. Okay, and so it was this uncle, that came all the way out, and stood his ground, and was able to almost like confront, ooniofife, face to face, demanding, that Queen Naomi must be freed. And don't forget also, it was also this her uncle, okay, that took it upon himself. Excuse me, sorry about that. It was also, don't forget that it's also this his uncle some time ago, who led the mantle of prayer himself, together with our own dear Reverend Esther Ajayi, and I think the Christian Association chairman of Ondo State at that time, and several other believers. These were the people who had that 2 to 3 days prayer intercession, which was meant to spiritually, separate Queen Naomi from KBC. And like we reported some time ago, this uncle is almost like a father, to Queen Naomi. And he has always been there for Queen Naomi right from when they were very small, not just Queen Naomi alone, together with her other siblings, So this man, has always been there, and up to now he's still there. So at the beginning, his intention was to seek for maybe a co-parenting for her for Queen Naomi in a very amicable way, okay, because the child is involved right now, okay, so that there's no complete estrangement of both parties. Okay, so that was what he was working toward, because it was so obvious at that time that the young lady was overstressed, was overburdened, with the palace politics. Okay, so for me, I think the uncle meant so well, because when a lot of people were not able to stand up, for something, he stood up for something, and he stood up for what he believed, because he's a no nonsense person. So, but what we are hearing at this time is that the uncle has come out to say, obviously, I'm sure this blessing was was given before what we saw happen in Akure just a day or two ago. So it was said that, he said that he's not going to stand the way of Queen Naomi if this is what his heart desires. And I think before he said this, he will have seen the effort, dear Kabiyesi has also, put in this reconciliation issue. And again, just looking at the caliber of people who are already, who intervene in this matter, from Reverend Esther Ajayi to Paropo, who is the father of all, don't forget the love that Paropo has for Queen Naomi and Tadenikao. There's that special bond between that man, and his grandson Tadenikao, and even Queen Naomi. So he was also there, at the forefront of that reconciliation. Don't forget that a lot of uh, chiefs, in the palace, a lot of illustrious Yoruba sons and daughters, don't forget the role that was played by the Deji of Akure, and ultimately the role that was played by our own elder statesman, former President Olusegun Obasanjo. I don't want to overflog the role he played. I've said that in a different fora before, but why I'm mentioning all these people at this time is there's no way this, select group of people, individuals, we talk to the uncle, and the uncle will not listen to them. Okay. So I want to believe that it is after all this conversation, that the uncle now soft pedaled, and he said he's going to allow Queen Naomi follow her heart, and he now subsequently, offered his blessings, and prayers for KBAC. And the truth of the matter is that look, even in as much as a lot of us have written off KBAC long ago, that his flip flop thing, his lack of consistency, apparent lack of consistency with Queen Naomi matters, was the reason why a lot of us said, you know what, maybe it would be better for her to just go for co-parenting so that she can have her peace, especially when the women came in, six of them, and later ooniofife announced that more are coming, But again, a lot of us may not know the reason for some of these announcements that KBC make. We don't know if they are based on cultural or traditional obligations, that is binding on him. We may not know, okay? Because look at it, for instance, after that announcement that more lorries are coming, even though we've been seeing the one particular one that has been hobnobbing with the KBC all over the place, he has not even made it public, and he has not said anything about those new lorries coming in. Even though we have also heard a lot of stories about one or two of them and things that might have transpired, But the reality is that could it be that it is because of these conversations that have been ongoing that Oni has decided to suspend those new lorries? I mean, this is just what I'm thinking at this time. Is it because of that? Could it be that the pressure from Paropo, the pressure from every one of these galaxy of people, could it be that is that pressure that made him to suspend that? We wouldn't know. Okay. So, but my joy right now is that the Queen Naomi's uncle, saying everything that happened in Akure these few days, I'm sure he's also very happy, and understandably so, because even me, as just an ordinary person who is not related to any of these characters, looking at those videos. I was so overwhelmed with joy. In fact, it got to a point I became very emotional just seeing those pictures, because in my mind I'm asking, how did we even get here in the first place? Because seeing those two people together was so unbelievable. I mean, it looks so surreal. It looks so like this is meant to be. This ought to have been what should be. Okay. So so I'm glad that the uncle at this time is offering his full support. Now, we may not know if this how this will pan at last, but what is visible for us to see is that there is some, agreement here and there. So we want to see more of this. We want to see that great reunion, which has started in this small way, as a lot of people want to describe it, culminates to something bigger that will make both of them come together in full force. Okay, so this is what we are hearing at this time, about the Queen Naomi's uncle, and I want to sincerely thank him for always being there all these years, and for still standing and blessing Queen Naomi up to this time. And what is now left is, what would they do, with what happened a few days ago? Will they go ahead and just complete this cycle or not? I think it all depends on Ooniofife right now. So I think he's going to have my prayers. I'll continue to pray for him until this come to pass. So for those of you who always come to our channels to say we are lying, we are the first to say this story I'm giving right now. It is an alleged story, but because it's an alleged, that is the reason why we are saying it to everyone to know that, look, we don't, this story do not originate from us. We cannot give guarantee for its 100% accuracy. And that is why we keep saying alleged, alleged, alleged. So please don't come here and begin to say you are telling lies, okay? Please don't do that. It doesn't look mature if you do that, okay? So this is what we are hearing at this time. And we felt we should, oblige you with it. So thank you so much for listening, for liking, sharing our videos, and also subscribing. I'm so, so grateful to all of you. I'm going to see you soon. God bless you. Bye-bye.